In Turks and Caicos, the regulatory authority is expected to provide a certain level of public service. The citizens of Turks and Caicos must be regarded as customers of TCITC, regardless of whether they are organizations or individuals. No matter how well TCITC performs, there will always be cases when its customers feel the need to complain. The complaints are received and processed by TCITC staff referred in this module as customer service agents or just agents. There are two main types of complaints that the regulator will need to deal with. Those that feel that others are not complying with the laws and standards governed by TCITC, and those that feel that TCITC has acted inappropriately or not within the desired time period. A complaint is in essence an expression of dissatisfaction made to an organization that is related to its products or services or the complaints handling process itself, where a response or resolution is explicitly or implicitly expected. Customers complain because their expectations have not been met. Some customers complain to release their anger. Other customers complain to help improve the service and because of concern for others who also use the service. Not all unhappy customers complain. Generally, only 9 to 37% of unhappy customers will lodge a complaint. The other unhappy customers do not bother to complain. They think it is not worth the time or effort. They further think that no one would be concerned about their problem or be able to solve it. They may not know where to go or what to do. The most common complaints are customers experiencing technical issues with interference, receiving the wrong information, perceiving that existing processes and procedures are not producing the required results, poor customer service attitudes, incorrect procedures being followed, perceived lack of value for services rendered and delays and unresponsiveness of the regulatory authority. The customer is not always right, but to retain a happy customer, resolving his or her complaint is more important than determining who is right. It is always a positive experience to be able to solve a customer's problem without assigning blame. This way, unnecessary stress for all concerned is avoided. Complaints may be compared to an open gift from a customer. This is because they are given freely. They are not solicited by the recipient organization. They are normally unexpected and come as a surprise, and they hold the key to happiness for the recipient organization if they are managed well. A complaint gives TCITC free direct communication from the customer about the regulator's failures without having to pay for market research and surveys, etc. A complaint defines exactly what customers want. A complaint gives TCITC the opportunity to increase customer trust and build positive, long-term relationships that will be beneficial in the future. The customer has two separate needs when complaining: needs relating to the complaint and needs as individuals. For example, a customer complaining about not being able to watch TV because of radio interference may actually mean that he or she doesn't understand the new technology and needs help. A customer complaining about their disappointment with TCITC's service during the previous visit may actually be meaning to communicate the fact that they are testing the value the regulatory authority places on their business. After complaining, customers expect to have their concerns dealt with quickly, fairly, and properly. They expect to be given what they have been denied and perhaps an apology. They expect to be assured that the underlying cause of their issue has been addressed and that steps have been taken to ensure that their issue does not reoccur. As individuals, they need to be heard, understood, and respected. When the customer's needs are met, they are automatically engaged as TCITC's advocate. They will publicly support TCITC and will speak in TCITC's favour. Agents can find it very difficult to know how to react to a complaint concerning the way that the agent is performing, especially if the agent feels he or she is doing her best. Agents react to customer complaints in different ways. Some ignore complaints, some become defensive, angry or annoyed, some become concerned about the damage to their professional reputation, some simply do not believe some of or all of what the customer is complaining about. These reactions are as a result of blame being attributed to TCITC or its employees. Some customers lack the social skills to communicate their complaint properly. They may display anger, sarcasm, harshness, rudeness, unreasonableness, and be argumentative, demanding, critical, or indecisive. They may be very emotional or lack understanding of you or TCITC's limitations. Agents need to learn to expect such behavior, especially if the complaint affects the customer personally or if the complaint is a repeat complaint regarding the same issue. Employees need to remember not to take complaints personally. It helps to repeat apologies even if the disservice is not the fault of the employee. All customers should be addressed by their name and all communication should be in the first person. Agents should remain calm, acknowledge the issue, and focus on the solution. Use "I'm sorry", not "we are sorry". No excuses should be made or blame laid with other TCITC employees. The customer should be given the agent's full attention and eye contact should be established. The complaint should be paraphrased in the agent's own words to determine whether they have correctly understood the situation. If the agent does not have an immediate answer to the customer's problem, they should not lie. It is important to keep the customer updated about the progress, or lack of progress, being made to resolve his issue. If the solution requires legal action or a recovering of costs, a lawyer should be consulted. Making the customer part of the solution instead of part of the problem is key. Agents should not be defensive, but show empathy by using such phrases as "I can understand how you feel" or "I appreciate what you're saying". Agents should tell customers what they can do for them and not what they can't do. Customers should be asked what action is required to turn their dissatisfaction into satisfaction. Any proposed solution that is agreeable with the customer should be implemented immediately. Across TCITC, a formal complaints procedure will assist in dealing with complaints more effectively. All agents and customers should be made aware of this procedure. For the customer, the procedure is published on TCITC's comprehensive website. Customers may submit a complaint by visiting the TCITC Internet homepage and completing an online complaint form. They may also file a complaint by telephone, fax, or email. Customers are instructed to provide a number of facts about the complaint before it can be processed. This includes their contact details, service provider's contact details, account number, nature of the complaint, details of what has already been done, and a description of the required solution. It is important that all verbal and written complaints are acknowledged. Each complaint should be entered into a database and a reference number allocated. The reference number will provide the customer with a contact point for further correspondence. The recorded complaint should match the customer's version of the issue exactly.
Come on, sort your out. You've got to do better than this, mate.
The complaint should be accessible by all staff members who are likely to become involved, and these staff should be made aware of the complaint. TCITC should attempt to resolve complaints within a specific number of days. Keeping the customer satisfied even in difficult times is of the utmost importance for the reputation of TCITC. It is worth remembering that it takes on average 12 positive customer experiences to make up for one negative customer experience.